Not sure what the temperature is today. It's not what we're here to talk about, though. We're here to talk about YouTube titles. Things are changing on YouTube. If you've worked any videos lately on YouTube, you'll notice that, and this isn't even just lately, this is like the last 5 years. If you're an established channel with over 1,000 subscribers, you probably realize that the vast majority of your views come from browse feature versus suggested videos being suggested alongside other content on the platform. And why does that happen? Why is it that if you're a small channel, most of your views come from search, and if you're an established channel, even 500 subscribers, 400 subscribers, well, I'd say about 1,000 are the ways most of your content is going to come from. It's interesting because we're still titling our videos oftentimes like YouTube is a search engine. YouTube can be a search engine, but I'd say right now, the vast majority of people that are watching YouTube are allowing the algorithm to drive the content to them based on their watch history, which is not a bad strategy. YouTube's kind of borrowing this from TikTok, Instagram, I guess, to a degree. It's the interest-based algorithm. So if you're logged into your normal YouTube account, the platform is going to suggest videos for you to watch. And if you study some of these videos, you'll notice the keyword stuffing in the titles. It's a thing of the past for most successful creators these days. So that means we need shorter, more impactful titles. I'm talking like less than 40 characters. Something very brief and to the point. If you want to know how to write titles, go take a look at creators like they have really good, impactful titles. It's a really good example to look at. And trying to do the same things on my channels. But that SEO inside of me always wants to try to put like 2 keywords in the title. But that might be too many. Got to fixate on that one keyword. And your description's still important, especially if you're a growing channel. That's what's really going to feed the algorithm. That's what I consider to be the breadcrumbs, I guess you would say. Why would you care? I mean, if you want to win on YouTube, I can see why you would care. If you don't care and you're just a viewer, you don't want to have a YouTube channel, you don't want YouTube to be your full-time career, yeah, you shouldn't care about it at all. You should stop watching me right now. This is for people that want to win on YouTube. So if you don't want to win and you don't care, have a good day, I guess. Titles need to be impactful. Titles need to be to the point, and they should not be clickbait. Don't bait and switch people. If your title is about a specific topic, deliver on that within the first 3 to 10 seconds. You have to deliver. I'm not sure what that word means. Limited. Can I meow? Appreciate the compliment on the glasses, bro. Thank you. These are knockarounds, I think, inspired by Casino. So this is my point. Your thumbnail's got to deliver. Your title's got to be impactful. It's got to be under 40 characters. Only go after one keyword in that title. The days of old of YouTube delivering the vast majority of views via search, that's dinosaur, prehistoric era. We're in a new era. We're in 2024. And the channels that I manage, we're limiting our titles to 40 characters or less. Brief, impactful, one keyword. You could target any array of keywords in your description, no problem at all. But in your title, limit it to your main keyword, the main thing you want to rank for. And don't even worry about rank. It's basically breadcrumbs for the algorithm. If you listen to some of these guys like Hermosi, Gary Vee, they'll tell you smaller creators are getting opportunities now. YouTube's algorithm, if it's relevant and you're not clickbait. But what is clickbait? Should you use clickbait? Your content only becomes clickbait when you fail to deliver on the title or the thumbnail. That's when you become clickbait, and that's when people don't watch your videos. And why that matters is, imagine having somebody click your video because they like the thumbnail, they like the title, it all resonates, it all aligns, then they get there and you don't deliver on any of it. Imagine that. So your viewer retention is going to be super low, which means people are only going to be watching like 10, 15 seconds of your video. And what do you think that's going to do to it in the algorithm? What do you think that's going to happen? It's not going to suggest your video to anybody because people are only staying there for 15 seconds. So I got quite a few people watching right now. Go ahead. How many of you guys and ladies have channels? How many of you are uploading content to YouTube every day? How many of you are uploading content to YouTube once a month? Once a week? What are some of the things you struggle with? What I'm seeing a lot of people struggle with is titling their content in this new environment of the interest-based algorithm. They're still titling like YouTube's a search engine. Yeah, there's a search function. There's a search function on TikTok too. You think people are searching all day? They're mainly letting the algorithm of the platform deliver content to them based on their search preferences. I'm sorry, not search preferences, viewing habits. Based on their viewing habits. Neckbeard go crazy. Hell yeah, dude. I got that neckbeard, kid. I'm on YouTube all day, man. If AI could come and shave my face, I'd be in business. But unfortunately, that's contingent upon my own efforts. And my efforts are mainly focused on YouTube. So that's something that I'll sacrifice. We'll sacrifice sleep. Let the neckbeard get a little bit rough. You know, you look rugged when you got the neckbeard, man. And you see, I've come out of the basement to enjoy the Arizona sun. So the neckbeard's getting tanned up today, bro. And we say, give you a shout out. Cat Queens. Shout out to the Cat Queens. Maybe that was the person that asked me to meow earlier. That's what I'm talking about. Right now is the biggest opportunity probably since the beginning of YouTube. Let me see. Is raising, I don't know what that means about the algorithm. Piggy, huh? Give you a shout out. Hey, appreciate it. I need a haircut though, bro. Appreciate all the love, all the comments there. Appreciate it. Thank you. What I want to started on YouTube this year. You pick for YouTube. People are cutting that cable cord. They've been doing that for about 10 years now, but more people are doing it. Older people are doing it. Younger people are doing it. There's people that are born right now that are never going to own cable, never pay for cable once in their life. But what I can tell you is this. They're going to be going to YouTube to watch their content. Right now, 10% of all television watched on TVs in the United States comes from a YouTube app, either via Fire Sticks or smart TVs. So you pick the right year to get active, but you have to get active. And you have to understand that YouTube's kind of become more like Instagram and TikTok. They're delivering people based on interest to your content. So as long as you don't fail to deliver on that title and thumbnail, you're going to get people and they're going to like your content. You got to put a little bit of effort into it, obviously. You can't just throw stuff up there and expect it to do well. Think about it like this. Mr. Beast has 200 people working for him. 200 people making his content. A lot of these people, Gary Vee, he's got somebody following him all the time. I'm sure Hormozy has a ton of people working for him. These are some of the big content creators in the space, but what you're also going to see are a lot of TV studios, Hollywood studios producing content specifically for YouTube. And what that means is the competition is going to go up. You don't have to really worry about competition. Let me look at some of these questions here. My guitar and harmonica. I look like a blues man. Hey, Joliet Jake. I like that, kid. I'm actually from Joliet, Illinois. So that resonates with me. I like that. Do I think social media is controlling people? Social media can only control you to the extent that you allow it to. I don't spend a lot of time on social media. If you looked at my YouTube views, what I actually watch on YouTube recreationally when I'm not getting paid to watch YouTube is basically stoicism. Checking out a bunch of Marcus Aurelius videos, Ram Dass, Alan Watts. That's what I resonate with. And it's funny because a lot of those videos are about detachment from expectations and things like that. That's helped me as a human. But if you're picking up everything from social media, that, yeah, that can control you to a degree. I mean, I stopped watching the news too, because that can control you to a degree. It can control you. I guess it doesn't control you, but puts things in your presence that maybe wouldn't be there otherwise. Oh yeah, Marcus Aurelius, absolutely. Nice. But yeah, if you're going to be creating for YouTube, this is the year to do it. Today's the day to do it, man. Just get started. It's really all you have to do. Unfortunately, I have to take my own advice because I don't always have a whole lot of time to work on my own content. That's what I'll say. I don't have a lot of time, and I put it off, and then it'll be like a month since I've done a video. It happens, you know, especially if you're out there working a 40-hour-a-week job. If you're working a 60-hour-a-week job like me, you got to find time for it, and you got to be intentional with the content that you make. What do I do for work? I'm a marketer. That's what I do for work. I do digital marketing, mainly specialized in YouTube, but I've been making websites since I was a kid, 1999. So I've kind of always been involved in marketing. But you know what? You don't have to go to high school. I'm sorry. You got to go to high school, right? I guess you do. I mean, I showed up to high school, but I didn't really do anything there. But you don't have to go to college is what I was going to say. All people really care about is executing. I need to start getting healthier. Absolutely, man. Well, I'm walking up a hill right now, guy. Walking up this mountain here in Arizona. It's an incline. But yeah, my blood pressure is pretty good. I've actually lost a significant amount of weight, mate. But still trying to get even healthier, you know. That's always a good thing, to go to the gym. I haven't been punching my punching bag in a little bit, so maybe my breath is a little bit lower. Got to breathe intentionally, right? Breathing is good for you. Why am I running? Well, I'm walking outside, and it's probably about 102 degrees right now in Phoenix. But yeah. So I'm saying I got an A in C+ coding. I never took C+ coding, dude. Never took any coding. I can code HTML. I know basic CSS. In this day and age, I just build landing pages. Conversions, man. Got to convert. Mainly for advertising. So I build landing pages for people to sell things, basically services or products. Punching bag. Well, I don't do martial arts. I just hit the punching bag for about 30 minutes, and then I end that up with 400 jabs at the end of every 30-minute round that I do. Oh, what do we got here? Keep up the good work. Thank you. Appreciate that. I am from Joliet, living in Phoenix. Joliet is right outside of Chicago. Hey, what's up, man? I don't have a lot of hobbies. I guess I look at old wrestling podcasts. You could probably tell if you looked at any of my videos that that's a hobby of mine. But I don't really have a lot of time for hobbies, to be honest. When I'm not working, I spend time with my wife. It's pretty much what I do for hobbies. I used to like to collect toys, but I sold all those on eBay because I got sick of them just sitting around my house. But yeah, that's all about me. I don't want to really talk about me. How many of you watching right now have a YouTube channel that you haven't even uploaded a video to yet? That happens a lot. That happens a lot. There's people like this channel that you're watching me on. I started it in 2017. I upload one video, don't do anything for a year. 2018 rolls around, maybe I upload one more video, don't do anything for a year. 2019, maybe I upload 4 videos. Oh, I get active, right? I get active. But it's all about having the motivation to continue. Because a lot of times you're not going to see a lot of views. Like, for example, I just did a review on the Young Turks a couple of days ago because they're crushing. I don't care about news or politics, but the Young Turks are killing it with their YouTube channel right now. And they're selling a lot of YouTube memberships. So that's what I really wanted to talk about, because a lot of people are trying to figure out how to monetize YouTube. Oh, I can run. Yeah, I can run DOS, I can run Windows, I can run Linux, run a lot of different things. Run analytics for YouTube channels, run tons of stuff, dude. I do like India. You can learn a lot of good things out of India. Eastern philosophies, man. That's where Ram Dass went to change his life, India. I would love to visit India someday. But yeah, basically, if you're not consistently creating content, you're not getting your repetitions in as a creator. You should have seen the first few lives of these that I did walking in the park. Be looking around, so self-conscious of people watching me, so self-conscious of people trying to jump in and insult me in the comments. I don't really care about the insults too much. That's par for the course. If you're gonna put yourself on the internet, that's par for the course. So hate to say it that you got to get thick skin, but you kind of do when you're putting your face out there, especially if you're overweight like me a little bit. What vehicle do I drive? I don't know if I want to disclose that on here. It's nothing fancy. Yeah, just a basic vehicle. One of the cheapest vehicles you can get, actually. I wouldn't advise spending too much money on a vehicle, but you should check this vehicle out up here, actually. Let me speed up. I'm sorry I'm walking fast and huffing and puffing, but this vehicle's been parked here for a couple of days. It's actually pretty cool. Check that out. I'll stop. Little army truck, right? That. So let's see here. Yeah, the Beatles did help do that, actually. So did Mike Love from the Beach Boys. But you gotta also remember Ram Dass. I forget what his real name was. Richard Alpert, who was with Timothy Leary with the LSD studies back in the 60s. Kind of relinquished his lifestyle here. Moved to India, hung out over there with his guru for a while. I'm from Joliet. No, you don't have to donate money. You're donating your attention and time, man, and I appreciate it. I'm just out here on a break, walking, getting my walks in before Arizona sets on fire for the rest of the year. Huh. But yeah, I'm sorry, I'm losing my train of thought. I'm not used to so many questions, but I appreciate it. I appreciate all the engagement, everybody sharing in the conversation with me today. Basically, repetitions on YouTube is what helps you win. What does that say? What's up, little bear? I'm fake. I'm a real person. I'm not AI. They make you designate on YouTube whether or not you're AI now. And I'm actually pulling back on AI content. I never used AI video generation, but what I did do is use Opus to create short clips with AI. It's okay. It gets expensive though. It's like $29 a month to create shorts with AI. And if you're not justifying it, there's really no upside to it. So I mean, how many shorts do you really need to make? If you're a Hermosi guy and you're talking for hours on end several times per week, you can pull a lot of shorts out of that, right? But if you're just starting out like myself, other people on this stream, you don't really need to do 40 shorts a week. It's oversaturation. Have I heard the news? I did hear that about Pepsi. I thought that was very interesting. And it's interesting because Pepsi's been kind of in toxic competition for a long time, right? With Coke. Think about the 1980s, the Pepsi Challenge, right? They're literally promoting Coca-Cola in their commercials, man. Like, that's WCW, WWF stuff. That's Sega versus Nintendo stuff. It's not that you don't mention the competition, but they're just going head to head and promoting the competition in commercials that they're paying at that time hundreds of thousands of dollars per pop for. No pun intended on the pop. So yeah, I'm not surprised by Pepsi. Not surprised at all, but I'm a Coke guy. What do we see here? You need to make lots of shorts because you have tiny legs, but you're 6 foot. Huh, all right. Yeah, Pepsi used to be the drink of the young generation. But I think the younger generation in the States